All right, Travis Hopson, Punch Drunk Critics. Hi, Ed. Hi, Patty. How you doing?
Hey, good.
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm all right, man. Thank you. So together. I saw it at Sundance. I loved it. I had no idea what I was going into when I went to see it, when I was checking it out, and even when I watched it, it still managed to surprise me. I'm curious to know from both of you, what was it that drew you to the film? Was it kind of the unconventional nature of it? It looks like it's going to be a rom com, but it's really not that. It's something else entirely. So, starting with you, Ed.
Well, I think what surprised you in watching the movie is probably what surprised me in reading the script the first time too. It really doesn't follow um, a, a conventional narrative. It doesn't lean into your expectations as the story unfolds, and all of that is really rare in Hollywood. You just don't get scripts that are surprising, especially something as sort of simple and elegant as this. Elegant's not the right word. It's just there's just something really beautiful and simple about this story that I found compelling and not something I get to do very often. So yeah, I jumped at it.
Patty, this is your kind of your first big feature role like this. What was it that attracted you to it?
I think exactly the same thing. It was very much different from any other script that was being sent to me at the time. A lot of the other projects I've been a part of are really hard in the paint, like comedy. So, like pretty absurd shit. So this was like very heartfelt and earnest, and it's still funny, but it's like very like character driven and relationship driven, and it subverted a lot of my expectations about what I thought the movie was going to be. Like you said, like it really is. I hope it's like an interesting viewing experience, especially for people if they're coming in with like these preconceived notions of ed or like of like what I'm doing, or like with all these comedians in the cast too. It's like just like a cool shift, I think. And there's a lot of those shifts in the movie that are very interesting to me and made it a very special project. So like get to read and then like get to be a part of.
You two have a terrific chemistry throughout this movie, and it's a kind of a it's an interesting relationship. It's like we talked about. It's the kind of unconventional in a way, but your relationship between Matt and Hannah is really sensitive in a lot of ways. How do you guys build the dynamic that you guys had on set? How did that work out, Ed?
Well, honestly, it was pretty effortless. The genius of Nikole Beckwith is two things. She creates, well, three things. She writes a beautiful script, but then also on set, she creates an unusually nurturing and creatively safe space. But then she also does this kind of other magic trick, which is just, I think, in picking two people that are going to work well together. And that's what I found meeting Patty. We didn't know each other ahead of time. So once we met and just got to work, it felt really good and really easy. And I don't know, I credit Patty with a lot of, I credit Patty with just being a wonderful human being because it made it really easy.
Patty, do you want to
Oh,
respond?
I mean, I think like I think it helped that we didn't get a ton of like opportunities to like meet and like talk over the script a bunch. Like we met a couple times, but we didn't have like this like prolonged preparation process. So the fact that like me and Ed didn't really know each other that well at first, I think, and we also the movie shot basically in chronological order. So it's like
Oh, yeah.
as I got to know Ed more in real life, the character in the script is getting to know Ed more and or Matt more. And so I think it lended to that. It lended to like the comfort, like the shift from uncomfortable to comfortable to be around. And like Ed is like a pro Ed's like the best, and like I haven't worked on okay, stop. I stop. I stop. I don't take that as a compliment. It's not a compliment. He was like an amazing like support system. He was always like on his shit. Always like asked amazing questions. Like when I felt inarticulate and he had questions about scenes, I was like, that's the question I was gonna ask. Like, great. Like he's just so prepared and so nice. And it really was like great I'm glad it wasn't like my first movie experience and then it was like me by myself, because I feel like I would have had a lot more stressful, anxious, anxiety ridden time.
It's a really great progression that the characters have along the way, and it's I think you two are just fantastic in it. Thanks a lot for taking a few minutes to talk to me about Together. Wish the film success and success for both of you as well. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Travis.
All right, thanks for checking out the show. If you like what we're laying down, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive notifications for all of our latest stuff.